Good afternoon, because I think it is afternoon. My name is Daniel Young. I'm the owner and founder of Adaptive Perspective and the Adaptive Perspective channel here on YouTube, where I help you make your dreams a reality. If you've seen my past videos, you understand I love strategy and targeted strategy. And that awareness will be key as I continue to sift through financial memes and using our investment strategies along with some everyday down to earth common sense to evaluate the overall purpose and effectiveness of the meme. Reminder, this is an unedited video. Who knows what you'll hear as I film these in my house. Uh, like my cat is currently under the table doing something. If I show closed-end funds, which I'm not going to today, um, I would go over that system, but I'm not going to today. And then I am not a financial advisor. I am a financial strategist. So my goal with this, I'm not out to slander anybody. I am interested in separating good from bad when it comes to financial advice, and excuse me, and because we none of us want bad financial advice. So, what I'm talking about today is a controversial meme, and to share that with you, okay. So this is the Adaptive Perspective page on Pinterest. We're going to be inside this board, and at the bottom of that board are several things I've already reviewed, but we're finally, gosh, feel like I'm crawling my way, but I'm finally crawling my way further up the page. And today we're talking about this. This is a pretty controversial meme because this is completely like a complete 180 from what society and culture teach. Society and culture teach envy. We teach bitterness. We teach spite. We teach people that it's always somebody else's problems for where they are. Now, it gets into your views politically. It gets into your views, uh, say personally, but all of our views wrap up in everything else we believe. So, spiritually, physically, politically, pick your itically. Um, but I like these Simpsons memes. Now, yes, it's Lisa Simpson in front of a screen, and no, this was not on The Simpsons, but we've all seen something like this before. This one, none of your problems are because someone else is a billionaire. Now, in society, we teach that all of our problems are because of the evil billionaires. Now, are there evil people in the world? Yes. Are there great people in the world? Yes. We tend to only hear about the evil people in the world, and some of those are billionaires, but that's a very small group of people, right? I would say there are a lot of evil people who are millionaires and a lot of evil people who are not millionaires, who are on the lower end of things. But you could say things, uh, gosh, we can get lost in the wealthy battle. Now, I will further expound upon this. Now, none of my problems are because someone else is a billionaire. My problems with money, I don't really have problems with money per se. My initial problems with money were that I sucked at managing money. And if you have problems with money, it's because you suck at managing money. Our methodology is ineffective. School doesn't teach us. My parents didn't teach me to manage money. It was go to college and hey, we have expenses and we pay our bills, but we never talked about a budget. We never talked about how to strategize paying money. We never talked about strategizing savings. We talked about after high school, you go to college because that's what you do, and you find a job because that's what you do, and you work at that job for 35 or 40 years because that's what you do. And hopefully, at the end of that job, somebody else will cover your retirement. Like your job will hopefully have a retirement plan and cover you for your retirement. And then you go through life and you spend your money. That's what we talked about. That's shitty strategy. That's a complete lack of strategy. And it sucks, right? But that's the trap. My parents didn't know any better. My wife's parents didn't know any better. Your parents might not have known any better. And here we are. So we all want to accomplish our dreams. We all want and hope that we're saving money and putting money forward. And yes, we want to retire, but we also want to do all the fun stuff. Having a job and an amazing functional budget doesn't necessarily allow you to do all the other stuff. Sometimes, yes. A lot of times, no. So we have to get better at managing money. Now, wherever you are right now, you could play the lottery, and whether it's a couple million or 100 million, or maybe you won the $1 billion lottery, whatever financial problems you're having now, they're going to be exacerbated, right? And just escalated exponentially if you win that money because there's no system. Like if you struggle managing your current income, exponentially raising that isn't going to solve your problems. It's going to exponentially raise all your problems because you have no system, no strategy, no anything to control how you manage money. But if you could learn to control and manage money now, then that would prepare you for improving, and that would prepare you for improving, right? But none of that is because somebody else is a millionaire or a billionaire. It's because we suck at managing money, and society doesn't want you to learn how to manage money. It's much easier to take advantage of you if you're a clueless employee. And that doesn't mean that you're getting paid less. It's just, it's a lot easier to keep you in the system, reliant on the job, than if you were to leave the system and somehow create passive income or portfolio income or some type of income not centered around your job. So if you think this, it's not like this one little video is going to challenge you and change your perspective. But if you think this, then I still challenge you to change your perspective because all of your problems, right? All of your problems are not because somebody else has more money than you. Society teaches spite, envy the other people. Look at car commercials. This guy's girlfriend bought him an amazing truck. Wouldn't you be so lucky? Right? Do you really want to pay $70,000 on a new truck? Do you really want the loan that comes with $70,000 on a new truck? I mean, that's honestly really, it's not scary in the sense that I would be afraid to do it. We would figure out a way to make it work if we absolutely had to. But our plan on the next car is not to buy a $70,000 new anything. It's find a solid steel frame and something you can fix at home and that you don't have to go to a dealer for and get gouged on pricing. Find something you could fix at home. Find something you could learn on, something that'll run, something that's devoid of a lot of excess technology, and is for sure not 70 grand. Like maybe we could buy 2 or 3 cars and fix them up completely for under 70 grand. But none of that's because somebody else is a billionaire. It's not about envy and spite. If you have stuff that you want to accomplish, if you have dreams that you want to make happen, they're not going to happen on their own, right? If it could have happened on its own, it would have happened on its own by now, but it hasn't. So if you're stuck in this, it's everybody else's fault but mine mindset, then you need a reality check. None of your problems are because somebody else is richer than you. Figure out your finances. And if you want help with that, check out my Facebook group because I talk about everyday stuff. I talk about personal income and passive income and how you bridge that gap between personal and passive. If you want portfolio income advice, I talk about that here on YouTube as well, and how our investment strategy is better than single stock investment and a lot better than just the crappy dividends you get with single stock investments. Right. But all of that centers around you doing something to change the outcome. If you want a different result, if you want a different outcome, you have to change your response and stop blaming other people. Take ownership of it. It sucks when you realize you are your own problem. Like it sucks. But if you're focused on getting better, then you get inspired to be better. And once you see results, it becomes an addiction. It's like it's like social media. Post it on social media and somebody likes it. It makes you feel good. Post it on social media and now all of a sudden you have 1,000 likes. That makes you feel really good. Money's the same way. Living willy-nilly, one paycheck to the next, drowning in credit card debt. If you want a different way forward and you're bent on accomplishing something different, that takes work. But as soon as you see progress, as soon as you feel progress and you see the money you're saving so you can do something else with it, man, that it feels so good. And it's addictive. It is addictive. Now, is it like going to happen overnight, like poof? No, but it's a work in progress. If you want to accomplish your dreams, it's possible. If you want to accomplish your dreams, it is possible, but they are not going to happen on their own. You're going to have to do something about it, right? And if your current methodology isn't working, that means you need to do something else. Okay. If you suck at managing money, that's fine because for the most part, we're all there at the beginning. But your continual journey of sucking with money is your choice. If you want a different way, a different path, it's out there. Come find my page on Facebook. Come find my other videos on YouTube or find somebody completely different, right? The goal is for you to get where you want to be. And that's not going to happen on its own unless you do something differently. So stop blaming other people. Take ownership and make your dreams happen. You can do it. And as soon as you start to gain progress, as soon as you start to gain visible changes, people in your circle will be like, hey, what's different? And they'll ask you for help. So make it happen and shock your world. Do not wait for somebody else to do it. Don't. You're the captain of your ship. That ship will go exactly where you steer it. So stop waiting for somebody else to take the helm and somebody else to lead your ship. Steer your ship. Be the captain. Make it happen and shock your world. This is Daniel Young signing off. I will see you all on another video. Bye-bye.